Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done one of this, so welcome to Slice of Life, and it's gonna be a pretty huge slice. It's been 3 weeks, I guess, since I last did this, and a lot has happened. So, I wanna say a follow up to the previous video. That was either I go by God of War, I think. No, was that by my 1050 Ti or get a suit? So I got a suit. It's that thing there. It's folded, so yeah. And it's big. Like there was. It's long. It's the sleeves are long. It I look small when I'm in it, and that's not something that's easy to do since I am so big. Anyway, it might make me look bigger because of how it looks anyway. So I got the suit. So technically, I didn't get my video card. That bummed me out. The suit looked okay for the most part, especially if you don't look at my sleeve or just see me from up here. It's fine. Um, there was one that fit. That was the correct size. Like the length of the coat itself was okay. It did not look like a hip hop, like some formal hip hop shit like that one did. But I couldn't close it. It was tight around the belly, so what? So I decided to go with that. It's not that bad. It needs a little alteration. I hadn't had it altered before the event. I actually got it a day before the event. Yeah. Anyway, I look good. I got a lot of compliments from people I sort of have a crush on. Yeah. So yeah, they said, "Hey, you look good." They said, hey, "How you do it?" No, I didn't say that. Anyway, I wish I did. So that's that. It was the event. It celebrated my 5 years in the company. Not just mine. A lot of people. There was a lot of us. We were supposed to get a watch. I think I already talked about this. We didn't. We got a crappy ass pin. So the watch was gonna be crappy also, but the reason why I'm disappointed is because I had a watch. It was given by my good friend Yoko. She gifted it to me 2 years ago, I think it is now. But it broke recently. The what do you call this? The band broke off from the watch itself, and I haven't had the time to have it fixed. So I was hoping that the alumnus watch would be my watch moving forward. That's not the case at all. So I'm watchless. I might consider having it fixed, which will make Yoko happy. Um, so yeah, pretty bummed about not having the watch. So yeah, I guess. But the food was good. Like there was like really good beef, like melted in your mouth. The salad was okay. Not really a fan of salads, but it was not something I would not eat. So I can say it's good. Um, the lechon was savory enough. The skin needed crispiness. Other than that, I had fun. So I was actually seated beside one of my former agents. Her name is Honey Wave. I can't say her name in English. I'm gonna say it in Bisaya. Yung pang Honey Bobby. She she was one of our, not one of ours, but she was one of the contestants for our Miss and Mrs. company, whatever. I'm not gonna say the company's name. She looked beautiful, and I was glad that she was sitting next to me. I got her picture. We talked together, and one of my agents, current agents, was actually an usherette. We also had pictures taken. I got to meet all of my QA friend, not all, some of my QA friends, the people I worked with in my previous account. A lot of us were there. We had a reunion picture, so to speak. So that was fun. Um, what was not fun was that we were there at 6. We were supposed to be there at 6. We were there at 6. The event started at 8. Oh, sorry. Which would have been fine, but we had work at 11. So if they started on time and we finished at around 8, I could have had 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep. Uh, Extra sleep. No, not extra. Sleep. So that did not happen. So I was at work, basically being a zombie for the most part. So that sucks. Avengers. I actually This actually happened before the party because we got to see Avengers on the first day it was shown worldwide. We were on the second screening, so not everyone knew what happened. So I'm not a huge fan of spoilers. I hate it, but if I hate people who share spoilers, but if I do come across it, I would say, huh, okay, how does it happen? So it's not really that effective when I get it. I just don't like the idea of spoilers. So I want people to enjoy the movie as it happens. So before the movie even was shown around the world, spoilers were circulating through social media. Inaccurate spoilers, by the way, but spoilers nonetheless. People thought it was true, so a lot of people got unfriended pretty quickly. Not by me. I I had the common sense of thinking that it's not actual spoilers. Someone was probably messing with people, and if it was actual spoilers, then fuck, what could I do? Anyway, luckily it wasn't. I got to enjoy the movie. I actually spoiled myself. I know where I researched too much. Not research. I stumbled upon information a little bit too much. So I have a lot of comic book friends who, that sounded sad. I have a lot of friends who like comic books, and in the talks we've had throughout the years, I've had a inkling of how the movie would actually end, especially since it's a two-parter. Knowing that, you might even conclude you might even guess how it would end. So yeah, I was shocked at not shocked. I actually was shocked. There were some good character arcs. Loki's was my favorite. I'm not gonna say why, but I really like how the character was in the film. Doctor Strange did a lot. Added more magic in his arsenal, but it still made me laugh every time he entered battle mode. He basically looked like a rapping deaf guy. Like he didn't say that. I can't do it. Anyway, it makes me laugh every time I see him prep for a fight. I like the new bleeding edge armor. That's what Stark is wearing. The Iron Spider suit was cool. That's not a spoiler. It's in the trailers. Um, I was sad that the Black Order. Yeah, just sad. Um, I like how they had a lot of reveals. Actually, we're 3 weeks in the movie's release, so a lot of you who might be watching this might have already seen it. So If you agree, disagree with what I'm saying, just type it out. Um, what else? I'm not gonna say much. I like the movie. I actually saw it a second time on IMAX. I'm gonna talk about that later. So now we watch Avengers. It was a huge group. We were seven people. They invited my sister. We actually had unlimited pizza in Yellow Cab before the movie. That was not a good idea for me. Yeah. Some of you might know I'm lactose intolerant. I can eat cheese, not a lot, but every time I do, my insides become loud. So yeah, and I had work, so that I got off work, waited a couple hours, saw the movie, got home, and then my stomach was just shouting, and it was bad, like real bad. And then it happened at work. It was not a fun day in overall, but the memory of being together with the people who were watching was fun. There was this, there was this moment that made me hate, not hate, that made me sad. The caliber of people I was with. So I'm gonna go in spoilers. So spoilers. Skip up to 5 minutes maybe. So there's this trope in movies called the token black guy. That means that, especially in horror movies, the first person to die is a black guy. And believe it or not, the first person to die on screen in Infinity War was a black guy. And it was supposed to be an emotional scene. He did this great sacrifice, his final act of living, and then he was killed for it. Everyone went, and I went. The token black guy, the first person to die was a black guy. Anyway, yeah, it was just sad that the people I was with did not know what I was talking about. Normally my normal movie going partners are the voidlings. Uh, the comic book friends I was talking to you about earlier. They're not just comic book friends. They're movie buffs like myself. A lot of them are gamers, and we like to dissect and talk about stuff. I haven't been able to talk to them about much lately. I miss it. Anyway, so we like to break things down. So I knew that if it were them I was with and that happened, the group would have laughed. So that was the only thing that was like a sad moment for me. Other than that, everything was great. I really enjoyed who I was with, who I sat next to. Um, you probably know, yeah, the love love, nah, dili love love. When we went to Bonodori, it was 2 days. Bonodori is a Japanese festival here in Cebu. So not it's 2 days. At least this year it was 2 days. It's the first time I actually went there. I enjoyed the company, so I went. I was there since 2, and we went home at 2 in the afternoon. We went home at around 12, 12 no, around 9 in the evening. So I was standing basically for 7 hours. It was fun. So we spent most of the time looking for merch. Um, they got anime stuff. I got this. It's not Japanese related, but to be fair, the clone troopers and stormtroopers and Vader are based off Japanese samurai armors. So you can say this is Japanese, whatever. They got my friend got Hanyamas, Nekomas, and I forgot what the fox is called. Inu? No, that's dog, but whatever. Um, we sat there and had a lot of Japanese food. That was fun. And that was I got grilled cheese. Not really Japanese, but um, it's I saw grilled cheese and I had to have it. So here's the thing: I like sandwiches. I really do. They once saw me caress a panini. So yeah, that says a lot about me and sandwiches. So yeah, I once I saw grilled cheese, I had to have it. What else? So there was a cosplay competition that was fun. They did Love Live, and they reenacted one of the songs. I'm not sure what song though. I'm not a fan. Sorry, but Ella liked it, and she actually had the glow sticks. She got in front and did this, and the moment she did, someone ran towards her with glow sticks of her own, and they did a dance. This dance. And they were so in sync. It was so funny. Um, there was also one guy that joined in with actual fans. But it was not. He was just having fun. Anyway, they actually became friends. They added each other on Facebook. They took a lot of pictures together. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. There was this fire dance, which was cool. Oh, we did the Bonadori dance. Fun fact: I actually called this a taco fest in an earlier draft, and then by the time I got to Bonadori dance, that's when I remembered the name of the festival. So shh. After that, uh, that was during the weekend. On Monday, we had we had breakfast at Seaside, which is south. It's far. It's very far for me. It's closer to Ella's house. We had yaki mix. It's a buffet, a limited buffet type of thing. Um, it was fairly expensive, and the sad thing was I was sick. I was not in the mood to eat like at all. Mia, do you have food? Mia, do you have food? There's tuna here. There's tuna here. Go away. I was not in the mood to eat like at all. I had like a few dishes. Um, it, I just didn't have fun. I knew I was sick. I was sick before I even decided to join them, but I wanted to go because reasons, which I probably mentioned earlier. Um, that ended. So it was supposed to start at 10. We arrived there at 10. We got there at 10. I got to their office at 10. We left their office at 12 or 11. Sometime after that, arrive at Seaside at around 12. Uh, Everybody arrived there at a little bit after 12, so we didn't get to eat as early as we wanted. And then we basically left there at 2. 2 was supposedly my end time. I was supposed to go home. We weren't done. We had to go get shoes and SM, a different SM, the one closer to the city. Um, It was fun and all. I was tired. I didn't want to just leave, but I knew that looking back, it I might have ruined the fun of the people. So yeah, I don't want to do that again. Like I don't want to push myself and just be the killjoy. Um, so I got home at 5. Had to wake up at 8. Couldn't sleep because, like I said, I was sick, and it was very difficult to get in a comfortable position when you're sick. So I normally sleep 2 hours earlier when I'm sick because I'll be waking up intermittently. But that did not happen. I ended up working again without sleeping. So that week was just me at work doing this. Uh, mhm. But the price I paid was worth it, honestly. Um, I'm still feeling the ramifications at work. Like, the misses I've had for those 2 days are still biting me in the ass. But all in all in all, I say it's worth it. Now that was Yaki mix. Um, I didn't get to talk to her for like the entire week, but we did have our date on Saturday. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about pants. So pants, I basically have 3 pairs of pants. That's my jeans, my twills, and my khakis. So my twills, how do you pronounce twill? Whatever, my twill pants, my black one. Um, chafed. Uh, the fabric basically tore itself from all the chafing, and so there's holes in it, and I didn't. Those were like my main work pants. Oh, I forgot. I also have my slacks, so that's technically 4 pairs of pants. So my jeans are for Friday, my twills and my khakis, and my slacks are for the rest of the work days. So I primarily wear my twills because my khaki did not fit me that well. It's too tight. Even though the khaki supposed to be bigger, I just don't understand. It might be the the fabric of it all. So my twills got torn, and I haven't had the chance to have it fixed. Um, and then that was like approaching that happened on Thursday. I noticed that Wednesday night before heading to work, and then I basically had Thursday afternoon to get new pants because on Friday evening would be straight from work to Ella's place, our date then Ella's place, whatever. So I had to buy pants. I didn't have the chance to actually get it sorted out. So I thought, hey, I'm heading to SM anyway on an errand. I might just buy pants. I wanted to buy the exact same pants. Unfortunately, they don't have my size anymore, which is sad. So I got the same type of pants on a different color. It's not black, but it's gray. It's okay. Serves its purpose. I would have preferred black. So yeah, that's me and pants. I never would have thought that I would have pants problems. Like, I would honestly wear ripped jeans just to save money. That was me 4 years ago. Not anymore. Things change. Anyway, I got pants. and I was happy. it, it was weird to feel happy about getting pants. So I got that, wore it on Friday. Then immediate Friday I was supposed to go. I was scheduled to go on a date. With Ella. The only problem was that same Friday, technically Saturday morning, my work had this big old party. We were gonna have drinks, and then we were supposed to entertain our new visitors who, if I might add, one of them is so fucking delicious, so beautiful. Ugh. Anyway, so we were supposed to entertain them in the party for, and then just have drinks. Unfortunately, and fortunately, both ways actually, they were not there. They were too tired, so they went back to the hotel to sleep. It was just the agents, the managers, and the supervisors having a drink. I got to leave because we were no longer babysitting or entertaining the visitors. I got to leave early, got to her workplace on time, and then we this was the IMAX thing I mentioned earlier. We were gonna rewatch Avengers on IMAX. We got there and we had 15 minutes to spare before the movie. The thing is, we saw the bowling alley and we decided, hey, actually, she decided, I agreed. Why don't we just get the next movie after this? Since we already saw it, there's no rush for us to watch it. We'll just go bowling to kill time. So we decided to get the next movie and we went bowling. Um, th- we both suck. I won most of the games, but not winning in a way you would be happy because you would think that, hey, you did well. No, 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 no. Far from it. We had gutter balls. I couldn't even land a spare. Like I landed a spare, but not consistent. I'm. It might be because we were playing in SM. The oils are different, or I just don't know how to play anymore. Um, we had fun there. We both accused each other of holding back. We both accused each other of being too serious, and yeah, we basically played 3 games. After that, we decided to play billiards, which she had a advantage over me. I've never ever actually held a pole cue pool cue in my life in a way that mattered. I've hit someone with a pool cue, but never use it in the actual game. So that was the first time where I actually had to use the pool cue as it was intended. And I was happy to say that for the most part, I was able to hit the ball. Not the ball I was supposed to pocket, but the white ball. That was already a win. Like just hitting the white ball with a pool cue. Yeah, that was already a win. Let's not talk about how well or not well my performance was. So, yeah, so we basically killed time, then got into watch the movie on IMAX. This was her first time on IMAX. She enjoyed it more than I did. I was just there trying to look out for references, try to see uh, um, how different it is in IMAX. I'm also not fond of IMAX. As you can see, I already have glasses, and putting glasses on top of that is just cumbersome. But it worked well for the most part. She had fun. We had fun. So her having fun, me, I had fun. And after that, we were supposed to wait for two more people, Insik and Soul, who were gonna join us in Ella's place for board games. So while waiting, we went to bumper cars. Um, Fun fact: I'm a very aggressive driver. So she tagged me more times than I did her. She had more experiences in bump cars, but I know how to swipe. So yeah, she bumped me more time than I did, but every time I bumped her, it had more impact. Like I actually threw her bumper car a few feet. So yeah, that was fun. We tried what from um pachinko, I guess is what the game is. We were lucky for them. We ended with more coins than we started. So yeah. Then we headed out to her place. It was very, 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 very far. Um, we met Beverly. We bought food. Uh, we had food, and then what do you call this? We played. Do I have it? Yes, I. We played Dead of Winter. Uh, Beverly already played this. Insect Soul and Ella hadn't. So I got to introduce people to it. They enjoyed it. They played two games. Ella and I were actually swamped. So basically, what happened was that we had work, met each other to go to SM for the date, then went back to her place, and that was we. By the time we started playing the game, it was around 6 or 7 p.m. So we were basically up for almost 24 hours. So we just took a nap after eating. After eating, making everyone so sleepy. The room was so fucking cold, and the game being a learning game, that it was so slow. At least for me. Then it made me wanna sleep. So I slept. I woke up ever so often when they had questions. I actually we finished the game. Ella slept first. We finished the game. They started over. I slept. Um, I would wake up, answer their questions, then fall asleep. They even thought, oh, um, I forgot to mention while we were all doing this, we were drinking Emperador hot stuff, whatever. It was supposed to be spicy. Um, we were expecting spicy, but we got a hit of cinnamon, which confused us a lot, and we bought a lot of it. We had like five, six. No, there was one that was open, four that we bought. So around 4.5 bottles. No, there was 1.5. Then we bought four. Yeah, 5.5 bottles of Emperador shared among us. So I haven't drank in front of them at all. I don't drink that much. I got back into drinking because of the demands of work. Not drinking because of the demands of work. I'm drinking because it was demanded for work. Basically the after work stuff where you get to know the people, bond with your agents, bond with the people you work with. So that's what I mean. I was drinking it because of work. So I started drinking again. I'm allergic to alcohol, like really bad. But I don't get drunk. I die before I get drunk. Not not a testament of manlyhood, but is an actual statement of fact. Like I get tipsy, yeah, of course. Um, but before I don't get to the point of being drunk because before I get drunk, I don't breathe. So that they know of. That they I was able to tell them that before. So that was my excuse for not drinking with them. But the actual excuse is far more sinister. I'm not gonna share that here anytime soon. Anyway, yeah. Um. So I drank with them. I was actually good. Like um. I didn't feel my body warm up. My breathing was not irregular, to at least to my knowledge. I was red for sure, but that's normal. Even one sip of beer would turn me crimson. But yeah, it was good. So, but when I slept, they panicked because I snore. I snore. They thought that it was my asthma or my allergies kicking in. So they panicked a bit. They didn't wake me up. I don't know why. Luckily, they didn't wake me up, but it was fine. So that was that. Um, then we kind of woke up as a group again. We played Uno, and then after Uno, we played Mobile Legends. Then slept again as a group, and woke up again. All the time we were drinking intermittently, eating intermittently. We actually had a lot of food. Um, and then by the time we woke up the next day, I introduced them to. We played Munchkin, the adventure time kind. It took a while. I ended up winning that game, and my final card was Mirror Image. Like I was super strong, like power level 28. So Munch. I'm not gonna explain the game. I'm just gonna say it. I was power level 28, so max level for a character is 10 plus equipment. So I was like level 9 plus equipment that got me to level to 28. I was fighting a monster that was level 17, so I could handily beat it. They buffed the monster to the point it was like 30 something, and all I did was mirror image, fuck, and my power doubled, and that was it. I won. So after that, they wanted to play one more game, but I said, "Hey, since everyone's up, when we were playing Munchkin, Beverly was out, so we were four. So, so when everyone was up, I said, "Hey, now that we're five again, let's play Resistance." We didn't actually have the board, but they had a deck of cards. I've actually converted a deck of cards to play Resistance before, so all I got was the three three black cards, two red cards to signify the resistance and the traders, and then get the same black red cards for voting. Anyway, it's very easy to impromptu create. Uh, and then luckily I had Dead of Winter, which had map areas, which made it easier for us to identify where we were going. So instead of saying location one, location two, location three, you can say, "Hey, the library." I laugh because the library brings back memories. So this was I really like bringing resistance because it allows me to see how well people can think and how well people can lie. Um, I can't say I'm amazing at it, but I'm good at resistance. I've fooled a few people. I've been fooled a lot of the time myself. So people really know how to lie. It's scary. Like you would think that this person is so innocent and sweet, but god damn, she's a liar. Anyway, so we played Resistance. It ended up being the most played game, mainly because it's the fast turnover, and then um, you want to one up people. So I had the unfortunate luck of rolling as a traitor for 5 games straight, 4 games straight, and by the time I got to be um, a actual resistance member, no one trusted me at all. Oh, I did this thing where I was a trader, and then and I was the leader of the expedition, and I brought them into a place where there was only two people. So what happened in the resistance is you have five places. Whoop. Okay, you have five places. Each place has a set amount of people that you can go to. So there's three, two, three, two, and three. And what you do is you pick the people you go with and go to that location, and then they all submit a vote. Did they succeed or did they fail? If one card says fail, it failed automatically. So you need to make sure you're bringing the right person. So as a resistance member, you must always play pass or succeed. Now, as a trader, you can play both cards. So you can play succeed to try to make people think that you're one of them, gain their trust, only to betray them at the last map where it's most important. Okay, so that's basically the gist of the game. Now, each map has a different leader. So you start. So let's say I start as the leader. I pick people. If everyone agreed that these are the people that should go there, then we go. If not, it goes to a vote. Majority votes. If they say, "Hey, I don't like the people who are going," and it's the majority vote, then I lose control. Someone else has to bring people. Now, so like I said earlier, there are maps with three people and two. Now, I was the trader in this scenario, and I was the leader. I got their trust. I became a leader in one of the missions, and I knew that one of those guys was not was a fucking true-blooded resistance member. He believed in the cause so well that he wanted to win so bad. And hey, you and me, we go here. It's the library. Library. That's why I laugh. You and me go to the library. So there's only two of us. If one of that fails, it's sure to be one of us. I got I did the evil thing. I made it so obvious. I invited him. We played there. I failed the mission, looked at him, and just did this. No one saw it, and then he was so shocked that I was the traitor. He couldn't say anything. Like you, you. It was so fun to see him there. Like he's like, you betrayed me. Why? I see it in his face. It was so fun. And it's just so happened that that library, every time that I got to go to the library, it was with him. So there was so jokes started to fly about big boys and stuff. So yeah, that was fun. there, there was this one time where I was actually not a trader and I was the leader. Say, "Hey, we needed to go to the library, and everyone doubted me immediately. So it's actually fun because you get after it's a quick game. Once you're done, hey, you can replay it again. You know, you get to know the people better. There's this one guy across from me, Soul, for the love of God. It was so difficult to read him, mainly because he was doing things that you weren't expecting. I didn't. I had to read him differently. I had to make sure I had to read him through his actions instead of read him through his actual actions instead of in-game actions. Cause, so when you're a resistance member and you see that that place is a three, so there's only three resistance members in that game and two traders. Now, when you go to a mission that has three people and you're a resistance person and you're not in it, damn sure that there's a trader among the. There's no other way. There's always gonna be a traitor because you're the only other guy who can vote pass. So one of them is a traitor. He did not, and I mean he did not dispute any of the compositions, the team composition. So it was very difficult to read him at first. Eventually, I got his tell. He started pulling attention to himself by doing things like swaying back and forth more often, trying to control his grin. Like he always had this grin on his face, but when he was a spy, the grin was gone. Like he didn't. So he pulled attention to himself by his movement, but tried to hide a distance attention on his face. Uh, it was a very conflicting signals, which kind of made me say, "Hey, he's a traitor." So anytime he did not do that, I would gamble on him. Like, "Hey, okay, you're gonna be one of the good guys. I know you are. You're coming with me." So and every time it was right. I was right. Anyway, so yeah, they enjoyed it. Next time we're not gonna be in Ella's house. We're gonna be in Six's house. I'm gonna bring betrayal. It's easier to set up, and it's has more scenarios. There's 50 scenarios, whereas Dead of Winter has six. I'm gonna say six plus the old ones. Um. Oh, so that was the sleepover that happened. This is it got very long, very fast. So that was everything that happened since the last slice of life. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.